Unlocking inner genius. Timeless wisdom for your highest potential speech. There is a place within you where your deepest wisdom, creativity, and brilliance already exist. It's not something you need to go outside and find. It's not hidden in books, teachers, or institutions. It's right here within you. The inner genius is not a gift given to a chosen few. It is the natural state of every human being who learns to tune inward, to listen, and to trust. Unlocking that genius requires a shift in awareness, in perception, in the way you see yourself and your role in this world. Today, I want to guide you through 6 timeless truths that will help you awaken the brilliance that's already within you. 1. Believe that genius is already within you. The very first truth in unlocking your inner genius is understanding that it already exists inside of you. Too often, people walk through life believing they are somehow incomplete, broken, or lacking. They wait for the right teacher, the right opportunity, the right approval, or even the right stroke of luck before they can claim brilliance for themselves. But this is an illusion created by the conditioning of the world. The truth is, you came into this world already carrying seeds of genius, creativity, and brilliance. You don't need to earn it, and you don't need anyone else's permission to access it. Imagine a seed planted deep in the soil. That seed doesn't beg the earth for permission to grow. It doesn't question its worthiness. It simply knows that it's destined to become a tree. The same is true for you. Genius is not something external to be found. It is an internal reality to be awakened. The moment you shift your belief from "me am not enough" to "am already whole," everything changes. This belief becomes the key that unlocks a door. Because when you don't believe you have genius, you won't even look for it within yourself. But when you begin to trust that it's already there, you naturally start to align with it. Then, you begin to notice sparks of creativity, flashes of intuition, and moments of clarity that you may have ignored before. Belief acts as the light switch in a dark room. The room was always filled with objects. You just couldn't see them. Once you flick the switch, everything becomes visible. Likewise, once you choose to believe in your genius, you begin to see what was always present within you. It's important to understand that believing in your inner brilliance doesn't mean arrogance. It doesn't mean comparing yourself to others or claiming superiority. True genius is not about being better than anyone else. It is about being aligned with your authentic self. It's about expressing the unique intelligence that flows through you and only you. Take a moment each day to affirm, "I already have within me everything I need to create, to contribute, and to thrive." Let this belief sink into your subconscious. With repetition, it becomes the foundation of your mindset. When challenges arise, instead of doubting yourself, you will return to the knowing. The genius in me is greater than this obstacle. The world has trained many to believe that brilliance belongs to a chosen few. But history has shown us that ordinary people, once they believed in themselves, went on to do extraordinary things. And so can you. Your inner genius is not hiding. It's waiting for your recognition. Believe in it, honor it, and you will begin to see your entire life transform. 2. Silence the inner noise. The second step in unlocking your inner genius is to silence the noise within. You see, the mind is constantly filled with chatter, thoughts of doubt, fear, comparison, and endless distractions. This noise becomes like static on a radio station. The signal of your inner genius is always broadcasting, but if the static is too loud, you won't hear it. Think about the times you've had brilliant ideas or sudden bursts of inspiration. Where did they come from? They didn't come from the clutter of overthinking. They came in moments of stillness. They arrived when your mind was quiet enough to receive them. This is why silence, solitude, and meditation are essential to awakening your inner brilliance. Most people are uncomfortable with silence. They fill their lives with constant noise. Music, television, scrolling through phones, endless conversations. Yet in doing so, they drown out the voice of their higher self. That inner genius doesn't shout, it whispers. It requires you to create space to pause to listen. When you begin practicing silence, at first it may feel strange. You'll notice how loud your thoughts actually are. But as you sit with it, you'll discover something magical. Beneath the noise, there is a stillness that holds wisdom. In that stillness, new ideas arise effortlessly. Insights about your life, your path, your purpose begin to surface. Silencing the inner noise doesn't mean shutting off your mind completely. It means learning to control your attention. Instead of letting thoughts run wild, you become the observer. You notice them, but you don't let them dominate you. You gently redirect your focus back to stillness. Practical tools can help with this. Meditation, journaling, mindful breathing, spending time in nature. Each of these practices quiets the mind and makes space for genius to flow through. Imagine your mind as a pond. When it is disturbed, the water is cloudy and unclear. But when it becomes still, you can see straight to the bottom. The same is true for your mind. When it is calm, you can see your true self. Your genius is not activated by force. You don't need to try harder to be brilliant. Instead, you need to remove what blocks it. The endless chatter, the doubts, the distractions. When you clear away the noise, your genius naturally emerges. Remember, the world outside of you is loud, but the wisdom within you is quiet. To hear it, you must choose silence. And in that silence, you will realize that your inner genius was never absent. It was simply waiting for you to listen. 3. Align with purpose, not approval. One of the greatest traps that keeps people from unlocking their inner genius is the constant chase for approval. From the time we are children, we are conditioned to seek validation. Gold stars, grades, compliments, likes, recognition. Slowly, we begin to equate our worth with the approval of others. But here's the truth. When you live for approval, you shrink your genius to fit the expectations of those around you. Your genius doesn't thrive in conformity. It thrives in authenticity. It is not about doing what others expect. It's about expressing what your soul came here to express. This is the essence of purpose. Purpose is not external. It's not a title, a job, or a role given to you by society. Purpose is a deep calling that comes from within, the thing that lights you up and refuses to let you go. When you align with purpose, your genius awakens naturally. Think of artists who lose track of time when painting, or inventors who stay up all night working on their vision, not because someone told them to, but because their purpose fuels them. That same passion lives inside you. The question is, are you listening to it, or are you too busy trying to please others? Every time you choose approval over purpose, your inner genius dims. You silence your ideas, your creativity, your authentic voice because you fear disapproval. But here's a secret. No matter how much you try, not everyone will approve of you anyway. And that's perfectly okay. Greatness was never born from approval. It was born from courage. The courage to follow purpose even when the world doesn't understand. Purpose also gives you resilience. When you live for approval, setbacks crush you because they feel like rejection. But when you live for purpose, setbacks don't stop you. They teach you, they refine you, they help you grow stronger. Purpose transforms challenges into fuel for your genius. So how do you align with purpose? Begin by asking yourself, what makes me feel most alive? What activity or expression makes time disappear? If I had no fear of failure or judgment, what would I be doing? The answers to these questions point you toward your purpose. Your genius is directly tied to this alignment. When you live for purpose, you no longer drain your energy worrying about what others think. Instead, you channel that energy into creating, contributing, and expressing. You stop living as a shadow of yourself and begin living as your full, radiant being. The world doesn't need another person who fits in. The world needs the authentic genius that only you can bring. Align with your purpose, and your life will no longer be about approval. It will become about contribution, fulfillment, and truth. 4. Transform challenges into catalysts. Many people believe that genius is revealed only in times of ease, comfort, or success. But in reality, your inner genius shines brightest in the midst of challenge. Every difficulty, every setback, every moment of pain carries within it the seed of transformation. The key is to shift your perception of challenges, not as enemies, but as catalysts. Think of a diamond. It begins as carbon, dark and ordinary. But under intense pressure and heat, it transforms into brilliance. The same is true for you. The challenges in your life are not meant to destroy you. They are meant to reveal you. They are shaping, refining, and awakening the genius that lies within. When you face hardship, you have two choices: to shrink in defeat or to rise in discovery. Many choose defeat because they see the challenge as a punishment. But those who awaken their genius understand that every difficulty is an invitation. An invitation to grow stronger, to dig deeper, and to uncover abilities they never knew they had. Think back on your own life. Have you not grown the most in times of struggle? The moments when everything was easy didn't demand your full strength. But the moments when you were pushed, when you felt like giving up, when life tested you, those were the times when your hidden genius surfaced. Challenges also teach resilience. They remind you that you are more powerful than you realize. Each time you rise from a setback, your belief in your inner genius grows stronger. You begin to see yourself not as a victim of life, but as a co-creator with it. Instead of asking, why me? You begin to ask, hey, what is life trying to teach me? That shift turns pain into wisdom, struggle into strength, and loss into clarity. It's important to note that transforming challenges doesn't mean ignoring pain or pretending struggles don't exist. It means embracing them as part of the journey. It means trusting that there is purpose even in difficulty. The genius within you knows how to transform adversity into opportunity. You only need to trust it. The greatest minds, leaders, and creators throughout history didn't rise because life was easy. They rose because they refused to be defeated by challenges. They saw setbacks as stepping stones and difficulties as teachers. The same possibility exists for you. The next time you face a challenge, instead of resisting it, lean into it. Ask, what hidden strength is this calling forth in me? How is this shaping me into a stronger, wiser version of myself? When you approach life this way, no obstacle can hold you down. Every challenge becomes fuel, and every setback becomes a spark that awakens more of your inner genius. 5. Surround yourself with growth energy. Your inner genius is like a flame. At first, it may be small, fragile, and flickering. With the right energy around you, it can grow into a steady fire. But if you surround it with winds of negativity, criticism, and limitation, it will dim. The environment you place yourself in matters deeply. If you want your genius to thrive, you must surround yourself with growth energy. An invention changes the world. A single act of kindness shifts someone's entire day. You may never know the full impact of expressing your genius, but you can trust that it matters. The world doesn't need perfection from you. It needs authenticity. Stop waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect skill level, or the perfect response. There is no perfect. There is only the courage to express what is uniquely yours. Your genius is not here to be hoarded. It is here to be lived, spoken, painted, sung, written, built, shared. The more you express it, the more alive you become. So speak your truth. Share your ideas. Create boldly. Contribute fearlessly. Let the genius within you flow outward into the world. Because the world is not waiting for another copy. It is waiting for you. The real, unfiltered, authentic you. When you express your genius, you step into the fullness of who you are. You light up your own life, and in doing so, you give others permission to do the same. Expression is the final key. Don't hold back, shine. Your journey to unlocking your inner genius is not about searching for something outside of yourself. It is about returning to the truth that has always lived within you. From the beginning, you were born with brilliance, creativity, and wisdom woven into your very being. The only challenge has been remembering it, believing in it, and allowing it to guide your life. We began with the foundation, believing that your genius is already within you. Without this belief, nothing can take root. With it, everything becomes possible. It's like turning on the light in a dark room. You finally see the treasures that were there all along. Then we explored the importance of silencing the inner noise. Life is full of distractions and chatter. But beneath it all, there is a calm, steady voice of wisdom waiting to be heard. When you learn to enter stillness, you reconnect with the deepest parts of yourself, the parts that carry answers, solutions, and inspiration. We spoke about purpose and approval. These two forces are always pulling at you. Approval is seductive, but it is fleeting. Purpose is eternal. When you choose purpose over approval, you awaken the genius within, because your soul is no longer trapped in a small prison of pleasing others. It is free to express itself fully. Are not barriers to genius, but gateways. Life will test you. It will push you. It will stretch you. But in every trial, there is an opportunity to uncover more strength, more resilience, more of the brilliance that already lives inside you. What once seemed like an obstacle becomes the very thing that shapes your genius into its truest form. We also looked at the importance of your environment. The people you surround yourself with, the conversations you engage in, the information you absorb, all of it feeds your mind and spirit. Your genius cannot thrive in toxic soil. But when you place yourself in an environment of encouragement, growth, and inspiration, your brilliance multiplies. And finally, we came to the ultimate truth. Expression. Genius is not meant to stay hidden. It is not meant to be suppressed out of fear or self-doubt. Your genius is a gift meant to be lived, shared, and expressed in the world. The more you share it, the more you inspire others to awaken their own. So what does this all mean for you? It means the time to awaken your genius is not tomorrow, not someday, but now. It means you already have everything you need to live a life of brilliance, purpose, and fulfillment. It means that no matter where you are in life, no matter what challenges you have faced, your inner genius is still there, waiting for you to embrace it. Remember this. The world does not need another imitation. It needs the authentic genius that only you can bring. When you believe in yourself, when you silence the noise, when you align with purpose, when you embrace challenges, when you cultivate growth, and when you express your truth, you unlock the door to a life beyond limits. Your inner genius is not a dream. It is your reality. Step into it, live it, and let it shine.